2020 is coming to an end. You know, this year has been, the thing to remember about this year is it's almost over. 2021's coming. The vaccines are rolling out, and it looks like we finally have a bit of hope for some normality in 2021. I want to take some time right now to actually just go over a few of the clips from the past year on the Local Legends channel here. Some of the creepiest stuff, some of the, let's say, scariest stuff that we encountered happened to us in our adventures this year. Figure we watch them together. I talk a little bit about them, and yeah, let's get into it. Okay, that was obviously some music picked up. Is Roger Essam here? The only one?
Oh,
Is there only one? Something close to that. What is it? Like I said, it's a beautiful place. It's meant for people to come out here. The Gitche Manitou State Preserve. The cabin where these kids were killed. It's a terrible story. We do keep hearing footsteps behind us. Is anybody there? Now that was at Gitche Manitou. The Murder Cabin is the name of the video that we made for it. There was, in 1973, I believe it was 4 boys were murdered out there at that cabin. And ever since, it's been a pretty big paranormal hotspot. Many people have gone out there ghost hunting, exploring, and many people have experienced a lot of different stuff out there. Whenever I heard Run come across that spirit box, you could see it on my face even. I was pretty shocked. The spirit box has been a great thing we've been using on our channel. Then the footsteps. At first, I didn't hear them. That was Cassie who heard them. She was on the other side of the camera. I was holding the camera. And she whispers to me, and you can hear it in the video even. She says, I hear footsteps. And whenever I shut up, I can hear them. And you hear them too, very loudly. That wasn't us. That was disembodied footsteps. Or so, from what we could tell, it sounded like footsteps. Now I remember that one was it was a fairly creepy trip. So yeah. Let's check out the next clip. I'm gonna go a little faster with the food. Oh yeah. Did you hear something?
Thought I saw somebody.
Okay, obviously that's got to be something else, right? Hello? Okay. That was at LaFrance Island. That was at LaFrance Island in Pierre, South Dakota, the state capital. It's like this, almost like a peninsula now, because they've made a man-made bridge out to it, and a lot of people even said that in the comments, where, well, technically it's a peninsula. It's called LaFrance Island. It is named LaFrance Island. Anyways, moving on. The story or the legend that I heard about that place was multiple legends, actually. There's supposedly an old Native American woman that will appear on the trails out there and tell you to turn around. That was pretty interesting stories and stuff. But the main one that I heard about was a ghost of a little girl, or, you know, people mentioned hearing voices out there. But this little girl, people have seen supposedly asking you for help and basically begging you to follow them farther into the island. And the farther you go into the island, you're still hearing her. She's asking you for help, so you're running in there, and then she just disappears. Like, she's trying to lure you in farther, and then she's just gone. Nobody's ever been, like, anything happened to him out there other than that. Like, nobody's been, like, attacked or anything, from my understanding. But, yeah, it was a creepy one, and the thing about it was, it sounded like a little girl. I remember being out there on the island. We went somewhat far into the island. It's, I believe, like 3-mile long island. But that sounded like a little girl's voice, and that wasn't even on the spirit box. That EVP we got wasn't part of the spirit box. It happened during the same time as the spirit box, but doesn't sound like it is part of it to me. As far as whenever I saw the thing out there, I zoomed in the camera, and even watching it now, I can still kind of see something there. I can't tell if it's human or what it is even. It probably was nothing, but who knows? It looks like something on the camera. And as for the screams, so during the scream, I intensified the volume, but we were on our way out of the island at that point, and it sounded like a little girl scream. Earlier, when we were actually doing the spirit box sessions, we got a little girl voice, or a voice saying, we asked if anybody was out there, and we got Caroline. I believe she said she was 8, and someone had heard her, or something like that. I can't exactly remember. All in all, I remember that night. It was a pretty creepy night. Let's go right on to the next one. It's 10:45 at night, Sunday. I'm not sure exact date right this second, but we're at the Mount Moriah Cemetery in Deadwood. We get about halfway up the trail and realize that I had forgotten the water. So I go back down the trail, and there just happened to be people there that were cleaning the area, the front entrance. I tell Cassie I was going to go back and get the water, and I left her there. I remember this pretty well. Left her there. While I talked to the people there, I asked if I could film there. They said we could film, that's not a problem. They asked where exactly we were going, and I said the Seth Bullock gravesite. They said that's fine, just watch out for the mountain lion. And I said, oh, there's been reports of a mountain lion. And they said, yeah, well, a couple times last year, but once this year, so just be aware. And I said, what do I do in case of this mountain lion? And they said, make yourself big. Cassie had been standing up there by herself this entire time, and I think, well, I better hurry my ass up there, just in case, I shine my filming light, which is actually very bright, up into the area where we would be climbing, and I see the eyes. That's pretty much exactly what it looked like. It turns its head, and I can very much tell that it is the mountain lion. And at this point, Cassie is still halfway up the trail by herself. She says, I heard some spooky stuff up there by myself. And I explained to her what they told me about the listen for twig snapping, and she said, that's what I heard. That was in Deadwood, South Dakota, at the Mount Moriah Cemetery, where Seth Bullock, the sheriff of Deadwood from back in the day, was buried. And that night was perfect for a few reasons. It was just a perfect temperature outside. It felt like there's electricity in the air at that time. There was like fog, just a light fog on the road driving up there. And if you've ever been to Deadwood, to the Mount Moriah Cemetery, you know it's uphill. Like, you are, like I said, it's on a mountain, Mount Moriah Cemetery. And we were ready to go that night. Probably the only thing that actually saved us that day was me forgetting that water. And God, oh man, it's such a beautiful cemetery, and I wish I had more time to explore it that night. And this is another perfect example of why you should always be filming, because if I had captured that on film, that would have been perfect. But I was trying to save my battery life for up at Seth Bullock's grave. You have to climb to the furthest point of the cemetery and it's a pretty good little hike. And I didn't want to waste the battery life. And when I saw the mountain lion, my heart dropped because I had just been told about it, and yeah. And Cassie was still up on the mountain. You know, she's still in the cemetery by herself at this point, which is just insane. She said that she would be fine, which thank God she was. But yeah, that was a scary one. Something else I've noticed in all of these videos, I'm wearing the same shirt that I'm wearing while I'm filming this AC/DC shirt. Maybe I should wear this every time I go out and ghost hunt, because it seems like something creepy happens, you know. But anyways, guys, if you like this video, please like, subscribe to my channel, like the video. If you guys want to really help out my channel, really want to support my channel, share these videos. And I appreciate you guys. I hope you have a very Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, just happy holidays in general. And I will see you on the next one. Alright guys, I have to give a quick shout out to all my retweet legends like Cassie Olinger, Ghost Tracers, Through the Veil, Haunted or Unhaunted, Soul Searching, and Loretta Houston. And if you want a shout out at the end of my next video, just retweet this video and I'm sure I'll put you on the next one. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you next time.